Okay, so we just got the May Fortune Find You final event reward. This has to be it, right? This has to be it. It's gonna go gold here, right? It's gonna go gold here, right? Gold, gold. Thank you, thank you. First slot too. Great, that's great. Oh, and a Yanfei. That's really good too. Oh my god. Now I can actually test her out. I don't know how excited I am at this point because I had to completely spend like everything for her. So my excitement kind of killed, but Ganyu is Ganyu, and I'm really excited. Just as in order to test her out, I am really excited because I have her best weapon. Is this a C3 Yunjin or Yunjin? No, I would have actually liked to pull Yunjin though. Ganyu, she's insane, and all I'm gonna do is level this up. I'm gonna leave these at level 1 for a little bit. I'll level these up later, but I think actually I might have farmed enough to get all of her talents to level whatever, to level 6. But yeah, I sacrifice a lot for these videos, so can you please subscribe? That's the only thing I'm asking of you. Thank you if you do, and if you don't, then hopefully you'll enjoy this video enough to want to subscribe. Okay, so basically I've done a little bit of testing with my Ganyu, and I found that Yoimiya and Shangling are the people that you want to use. So, like, and what I mean by want to use is for reactions, you want to use Shangling and Yoimiya to get melts. Now, I think it's called Morgana. You want to freeze your enemies. That you need Mona for that. I don't have Mona. She's the only base game 5-star I don't have. I have constellations for I think every single other one. Maybe not Chi-Chi, but I do find that Shangling and Ganyu do work well together as a melt version or a melt version of Ganyu. So I do like it a lot. I don't really want to use Blizzard Strayer just because Blizzard Strayer, it's nice, but you're just missing out on damage because you could just get crit rate naturally. And also I've realized that my crit rate isn't that good at an end of itself. I did mess up, and I was thinking a little bit too much, like, oh yeah, we're gonna get the extra 20% all the time. She doesn't crit that often. So yeah, after that first arrow, you're critting almost all the time. So this is just what my Ganyu will look like, just without any buffs. So, well, other than Zhongli's shield, which I guess we don't have that up anymore. So I mean, her E skill does actually do pretty decent damage. 35k, that's nice. Then you just, whenever you don't crit, it really hurts you because you're charging up your thing for like 3 seconds and it doesn't crit, then it just hurts bad. But yeah, other than that, like, she's really strong. I can definitely feel her power, but I'm still gonna say that Ito's stronger. She doesn't seem like Ito's. I mean, I think what brings Ganyu down is, like, she doesn't have a weapon like this where it gives crit damage. She has an attack percent charged Amos bow. It's not that good. But if she had a crit damage bow that was built like Amos bow, I think it'd be a different story, and she'd be might still be the best, like, DPS in the game. But in order to get 200% crit damage, I had to sacrifice a lot of crit rate, which wasn't too bad as I thought, but it was bad. Like, I think around, if I had like 10% more crit rate, then it'd be fine, because then I could, you know, have like 70% by keep firing the shots. But because I'm not going to be using Cryo Resonance, because unless you're using a freeze comp, Cryo Resonance doesn't even work, because you'll just melt it off. So, unless you're doing that, it's not really going to work. And so Ganyu, she seems strong, but I don't know. So Ganyu's definitely pretty strong. I just think that she needs a little bit more in terms of actual, like, things. But we're not sacrificing too much crit damage. Oh, we actually are. Huh. So we're gonna have to sacrifice a little, a lot of crit damage here, in order to get some crit rates. So Here we go, and that's a big drop. Yeah, almost 50% crit rate or crit damage drop. I don't really have any too exceptional flowers and stuff. I think maybe the hourglass could be better. We remove this crit rate because honestly, you don't need that much crit rate. Maybe if you had just like the base crit rate, like a 3.5% crit rate on there, I think we'd be fine because we'd still be in the 80% range. So I think it'd be fine if we remove that 10% crit rate. Alright, so yeah, it didn't drop off that much actually. I do prefer this a lot more because I'm critting way more. Yeah, I do prefer this a lot more. It didn't drop off too much. It did drop off a couple thousand damage, but I mean, she's still doing pretty good damage in and of itself. Like, so not too bad. That wasn't a full charge, all right. All right. So we're still doing around like 35 to 38k. So it's not too bad. Yeah, so 35 to 38k is around the damage that we're getting for the full arrow, per arrow. So not too bad. I'm going to do this one more time, and we're going to do it with melt, and then we'll switch back to the crit damage, and we'll do it with melt also. Alright, so the reason why I would say Shangling is a lot better, yeah. Look at that damage. And then this is just like the most annoying thing he's been doing every single time I'm getting anywhere in progress of recording this video. Quite literally the most annoying thing. Okay, so we're gonna try this again. I've tried this 2 times now with Melt Ganyu. Shangling always procs his blocking of the sword, and you just can't hit him when he's doing that. So, you know, we're just gonna, here, we'll see a melt shot like that. 43k, that's the lowest. Alright, stop hitting him. Stop hitting him, please. Alright. I really hate him doing that. Like, alright, so my Shangling's not built. Don't look at her damage. Look at Ganyu's damage. So, 76k there. Alright. I need to wait for the pyro to apply. Alright, and the Shangling's burst is gone. Don't really mind this because I would be able to actually get Shangling. I would be able to get Shangling's burst up faster than this normally. Yeah, we're just gonna. So we saw that 176k shot. I'm not really gonna try too hard for this because it is really annoying to deal with this guy because you just can't. It is the most annoying thing to do. But she's doing 39k there, 39k again. So, without reactions, definitely worse than Ito. Easily. With reactions, she's pretty close. She's worse. I would say. I would say that she's worse than Ito. But it is very, very close. Just if she were to get a crit damage weapon, it would easily put her up above Ito. But I don't think that she will ever, because this bow has been proven. Like, this is Ganyu's bow. This is the bow that you use for Ganyu. Don't use any other bow. It's in her story, or it's not in her story, but like her story. Like, whenever you see her in the story, she used the Amos bow. It's basically like Zhao and the Primordial Jade Wing Spear. It's the standard banner for this character. And I don't think that they'll ever replace it. Homa is technically better for Zhao, so maybe they'll come out with another bow character that has a better weapon than the bow that we have for Ganyu. And then maybe that bow will be like really crazy and she will easily reclaim her throne. But let's switch back to the crit damage one. I really did like the build. I'm honestly 100% going with the regular one. Let me see. Wondrous Troop. Do I have any other crit rate ones? I think I don't. I have this one, which is not too good. Yeah, that's why. Like, yeah, okay. Okay, here we go. Here's Shangling. Let's just get out of here. Please stop hitting. Please. Why? I hate this so much. And also, you have to stay close. 30. Oh, that second hit.
Stabilize.
This is the problem when you're firing the low crit rate build. I feel like a Eula main with like 20% crit rate. I think it is going to be very promising. I think we might hit 100k with the melt build here. So I mean, there is a big difference between the melt build with the low crit rate and the high crit rate. So yeah, but I still would rather run an actual. That was 60k, 63k. All right, well, we can combine the two numbers that we saw, 33k and 63k now. So
Solidify.
yeah, you can do Guoba. You could use Guoba for your melt, but just not recommended, okay? Hopefully this doesn't count. He is hitting. Alright. Let's try. Come back around. It's not hitting him. Alright, come back around. Come back around. Would prefer if... Alright. So, we're just gonna take the 63k that we saw, and yeah, it's 96k. So 76k, so you went up like 20k damage from having the crit damage hat. But the annoyance and the probability that you actually do get the crit damage, the crit to happen, nah, I'm good. And also, I'm taking Xingqiu's artifact here. He's not looking too good. He's not looking too good for his crit rate. At least he had 50% before. Whatever. Yeah, that's pretty bad for me. I might just level up that crappy crit rate helmet and give it to him. Yeah, I thought if the problem is you can't. The way I'm running on you, you can't. If I was running a freeze comp, it might be worth getting the extra crit rate for the Blizzard Strayer and going full crit damage on everything. But that's farming up a whole new artifact set. I have all these Wanderer's Troop pieces. So yeah, I would say that Ganyu's pretty strong. If you could get a decent crit rate, she's just harder to build, really. Because with Ito, my Ito has 72% crit rate and 184 crit damage. And he does, like, well, I guess I'll show you just as a comparison of why I think Ito's just flat out better. With Ito, but it's just so much easier with Ito. And then 35k, 35k, 38, 38, 70. Like, that's how crazy it is with Ito. And then 38, 38, 34. And then you could just throw that out and do 70k damage. Yeah, see how much faster this is compared to Ganyu's charge shots? Now, if Ganyu's charge shots were doing the 90k every single time, and you were able to get that decent crit rate, yeah, she looks like the best DPS in the game. Whether she would outscale Ito if you had the same kind of artifact luck, I would never be able to tell. But I mean, let me go to Ganyu. We're looking at actually better artifact luck because I have 60% and 70. So, yeah, do with that what you will. I don't know. I think Ito's better. I do have C2 Ito, but this is the only thing that really mattered there. I would have just gotten my stacks either way, and we didn't even have to use the burst a second time, so that didn't really matter. So yeah, I think Ito is better. Obviously, you need to also put a little bit of energy recharge on Ito, just because if you don't have C2, you are going to need energy recharge. So obviously, Ito's better. Let's look at Ganyu fully built up with the crit rate, because I'm not going back to that crit damage thing. I'm sorry. Okay, so we're back here, and we're gonna just test out Ganyu completely maxed out. We have more time because we're already doing this at night. Alright, so I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna do this. I should have done Ganyu's burst first.
No touching.
Alright, oh, come on. 43k, 43k, 39. Ganyu's damage is sort of racking up also, but I mean, just like that, it's already gone. Like, I don't know. I could only see the 43k, like that was all I was seeing because I was so backed up into that corner and the zoom was.
Rex Lapis, I am sorry.
We're just gonna teleport over. But did he seriously one-shot Ganyu immediately? Alright, whatever. Yeah. I think Ganyu's really good. She's literally, the one weapon away, and she's like still the best DPS in the game. But as far as I'm concerned, Ito is actually the best. Because Ito's crazy. Hu Tao, I'm not sure if she's better. She might be. We'll see. We'll see. I'll do a damage comparison between Hu Tao, Ito, and Ganyu, and we'll see eventually. Because, I mean, we're looking at this, and, like, this looks like a better stat ratio than both Ganyu and Ito, or both Ito and Hu Tao. Because Ito and Hu Tao are, like, just 49, 52, 23. Yeah, so this stat ratio is way better, but the problem is she doesn't have a crit damage weapon. If she had a crit damage weapon like Ito or Hu Tao, she would be at like 220% crit rate or crit damage. Yeah, that would be a lot of crit damage. But obviously, Hu Tao or Ganyu also has the benefits of the taunt and also the celestial shower thing, which does rack up some damage. It hits the enemy more often than I thought it would. So we'll see how well that looks at level 9-ish or level 8. We'll see how well that looks. But other than that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure to subscribe if you did enjoy this video, and bye.